you really think that short video app is free? You think Google lets you search, Facebook lets you socialize, and those filters make you look pretty out of the kindness of their Silicon Valley hearts. Wake up, kid. In the digital economy, if you aren't paying for the product, you are the product. You're just a slab of prime rib being seasoned for the slaughter. In 1849, men died for gold in California. In 2026, a much larger gold rush is happening inside your pocket. Every second, trillions of bytes are slipping through your fingers like digital dust. This isn't about your privacy. This is about money. The kind of wealth that makes bankers scream, dictators drool, and entire civilizations moan in their sleep. This is the ultimate commodity. The official story is always so sweet. We collect data for personalized recommendations to help you find your way home, to help you find your soulmate in a sea of strangers. Sounds like a polite butler, doesn't it? But this butler is installing cameras in your bedroom, digging through your trash, and recording your heart rate when you're scared. They claim it's to serve you better. That's like a burglar telling you he broke into your safe just to check if the hinges needed oiling. Convenience is the bait. The trap is the reality hidden inside those 50-page terms of service that you and everyone else never bother to read. So, what's the end game? Is it just about selling you a pair of sneakers you'll never wear? What if I told you that in the shadows of Wall Street and the Pentagon, there's a group of companies, shadow CIAs, stripping your soul and pricing every fragment of your personality? The question isn't whether you're being watched. The question is, who owns you? Meet the shadow CIAs, data brokers, companies like Axiom, Experian, and Epsilon. You've never heard of them, but they know you better than your own mother does. They aren't tech giants. They are digital human traffickers. They scrape fragments from your credit card statements, your parking tickets, even your smart fridge logs. They tag you like cattle. Impulsive spender, high-risk patient, far-right sympathizer. It's a revolving door of greed. Governments want the surveillance. Corporations want the profit. Your life is sliced, diced, and packaged into data-backed securities. Just like the subprime mortgages that blew up the world in 2008. If you think this is just about targeted ads, you're missing the forest for the trees. The stakes have evolved. They don't just want to sell to you anymore. They want to decide if you're even allowed to participate in society. This isn't about privacy. It's about access. In the broker's basement, your search history is distilled into an algorithmic score. Your digital DNA. Want health insurance? The algorithm saw you bought 2 cases of soda and searched for chronic fatigue. Denied. Want a mortgage? The algorithm noticed you've been browsing unemployment forums. Door closed. You won't even get an explanation because algorithms don't explain. They just sentence. In 2022, a tracking firm leaked the real-time locations of hundreds of millions. Those weren't just dots on a map. That was the God view of your life. What time you drop your kids at school, which clinic you visit, who you're sleeping with. This is the death of randomness. You aren't a human being anymore. You're a line of code in a server. A probability to be predicted, manipulated,
what is
or
this,
deleted
Gloros? It's
with
not
a
matching the
single
chart.
keystroke.
The colors are
That
off. This is
suffocating
bad, bad.
feeling, that's the reality of 21st century warfare. I know what you're thinking. Okay, that's scary, but I'm just a normal person. I have nothing to hide. Really? You sure about that? Then let's talk about how these data points are stealing the literal cash out of your wallet right now. Welcome to the dynamic pricing slaughterhouse. Why is your flight $500 while the guy next to you paid $350? Because the algorithm knows you're on the latest iPhone. It knows you just searched for emergency business trip. And it knows your credit limit is high. This is the invisible engine of modern inflation. Companies no longer price based on cost. They price based on your pain tolerance. It's the sucker tax. The free market is dead, replaced by an algorithmic arena where the house always wins. Privacy isn't a luxury for the paranoid. It's the last line of defense for the human race. If we don't put a leash on the data, we'll be the ones in the cage. Next time you click I agree, remember, you're not signing a contract. You're signing a bill of sale for your soul. If data is the gold, the algorithm is the furnace. Want to see how they're reshaping your mind? I'll see you in the next one.